What is up? It is year 2.
2 years, baby.
Fucking
104 episodes.
104 episods, 2 years.
Only skipped a couple weeks because we were tired, sick, or didn't want to do it.
Hey! But honestly, dude,
did you get a haircut, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
Good. I didn't notice it.
Yeah. Well, in celebration of that, I got Eagle Rare.
Do we gotta squeeze it?
Oh no, I already did.
Okay, can I just pop it in there?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So but yeah, we got some Eagle Rare here. Let's cheers. It's a old fashioned, but by that I mean it's
It's a double old fashioned.
No, right? It's I make us doubles every time.
Okay.
But this is the double Eagle Rare. I did I did a for every 2 ounces of whiskey, I put a half ounce of simple syrup, not a full like I usually do. So very light on that, and then half dashes of bitters instead of full. Because I had the Japanese dashers.
Yeah, they're really cool.
The Japanese ones, you have to do. They give you way smaller, more accurate dashes.
Yeah,
so you have
it's
to
like
use
an actual dash.
Yeah,
which is
for
nice.
every shake of it, you have to do 2 dashes out of the Japanese for every one out of a normal bottle.
But
go ahead.
I'm really glad the Eagle Rare. Is that what it's
Yes.
called? Eagle Rare is really tasty. We got something nice to drink on our 2 years. I'm gonna roll the die.
Ooh, 12.
Well, not bad.
Not bad. No,
It's not half and 20.
I was gonna go with the 104 thing, but that's 204.
Well, half of 204 is 120. No, it's not.
It's 102. Anyways,
dude, we should. I'm glad you got this. I really am. This is a nice celebration, but we should actually plan something. Like, we should have fucking got like streamers and fucking strippers and like the fucking the party poppers we had.
Oh yeah,
those are still in the basement, ain't they?
I think so.
Can you entertain them real fast?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
My keys are on. Got him. I think that one's yours. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me close out. It's dirty in there.
Hey, hey, I'm really glad you found those. That's gonna be really cool for this.
Yeah, there's like 6 more.
Hey,
I couldn't fit.
that's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
The door was too small.
Well,
I'm a lot closer to the table for some reason too. I gotta sit like this now.
you can slide over a little more.
No, I can't. I'm like literally right up against the table.
I meant on that. You have a little space.
No. I'll do it after this. Let's
Anyways,
fucking celebrate. How do they work? Twist them?
Yeah.
We've done it before. Right at the cam.
Oh no.
There we go.
Hey. Hey.
Drinks.
No.
It's garnish.
It's garnish.
Happy 2 years, guys.
Happy.
Fucking-
Yeah, seriously. Whether you have listened for the entirety of the podcast, actually no. If you've just tuned in this episode, thank you.
I'm sorry.
If you tuned in last week, 2 weeks ago, if it's been whatever amount of time.
Yeah.
If you have followed us from the very beginning, I fucking love you somehow because I'm impressed.
Yeah, honestly.
But
I wouldn't have followed us that long.
no. But either way, thank you guys so much. This has been it's cool, dude. I mean, fuck.
Dude, it's a fucking blast. Dude.
2 years of like getting together just to do this.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, fucking another cheers.
Yeah. Dude, that was like 14 girls ago. That number seems very huge.
Well,
no, that was like 2 girlfriends and some talking stages ago.
Yeah, 2 committed relationships.
It was like 64 girls ago. Dude, I wish we could have made your bit.
I know.
One of those poppers like busted when we got up here.
It didn't work.
He was like, "Oh, it won't work. You could use it and like make the ED joke because you know ED."
And then it still works.
My favorite thing is
my favorite thing about it is that it worked before mine did.
Yeah,
and
which was weird.
Yeah,
mine was the broken one.
This is really good,
dude. This is delicious.
I mean,
yeah,
Eagle Rare's Eagle Rare. It's good.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them where you got it?
No. Where I got the Eagle Rare at MSRP, not the $120 that you have to buy it for at like most places. I will keep that a secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not...
The irony is, it is at a place you would not expect.
No.
Like, it's not a crazy fucking distillery or liquor house. Like... It's just a place. You've probably been there.
Yeah, you've probably been there, but it was
it's the hospital.
Yeah, it's the hospital. You just gotta ask a doctor who's like cool.
Yeah, they prescribe it to you. You gotta walk up and just be like, "Hey, Dad."
And it's just so real. It's just a doctor that's like 110 years old, and he's still active. He's like, I remember when I used to give out whiskey for all of your coughs.
Do you know we still prescribe beer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
Like severe alcoholics.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Like they need alcohol in order to not die.
It's either that or like, no, benzos are fucking heroin. Benzos are heroin.
Opiates are heroin. I don't remember what a benzo is. I think it's opium based.
I know, yeah, it is, because that's supposed to be, like, they kind of try to use that to slowly wean, but it's hard.
Yeah, I wasn't good at pharmacology. I was good at wound care. And I had a very nice patient presence and therapeutic touch. Yeah, but you asked me about a drug, and I'm like, 1 second, and I Google it.
Google.
Yeah. Like a fucking real person.
Which we did try to set up a computer to.
We did. We're going to have to use a different laptop because there's some settings we got to change, blah, blah, blah. And
make some adjustments.
Yeah, it would take too long for me to figure out.
There was a lot of last-minute decision calls on this episode.
There was a lot of last-minute decision calls on this episode.
This episode was put together 2 hours ago.
Yeah. And,
3 hours ago.
To be fair, when God closes a door, he opens another one.
Right.
So, like, some of our plans went awry. We just used a different door.
Yeah.
We figured it out. We got there eventually. I can't wait to clip that out of context, just the beginning portion. As our happy 2-year clip.
Honestly, I think it'd be funny if we make the entire 2-year clip is just you opening and closing doors.
Opening and closing doors.
There's nothing about the podcast. It's just you coming out like, I found him.
Dude, that bit was literally like...
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny that we can talk about a bit because it's going into the episode that we're doing it on.
That's our first actual bit.
Yeah.
It only took us 2 years to do. No, it's not our first bit because we've done some TikToks.
Episode 4.
Halloween. Yeah.
That first Halloween episode is we made a fake ad.
Dude, that was a good bit.
We started coming up with more fake ads that we do want to start filming, but again, it's
going to take time, and, winter's coming, as Jon Snow said.
Yeah, we want to try to... We don't want to start... Our main thing is we don't want to start giving you something and then just never give it again. Yeah. We want to consistently start giving you shit, so we need to be able to film things in advance for a little while and sit on them and then start releasing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to put my phone on silent. Multiple chats are going off right now. I had like
Did you just tell them that you're like, I'm recording?
I told them, I was like, I haven't read through it all yet. I'll read through it after recording.
Yeah.
And then I was messaging some people beforehand.
Yeah.
I also got a fuck ton of Snapchats. Holy shit. What up, baby? You're about to be girl number 65.
But
that's a big number.
I was gonna say that's a lot. Also, like if you got to that number,
I'm 30.
Well,
that would be more than 2 a year for my entire life.
Well, here's my thing: is like if you get to that one, if you've actually kept count enough to get to the fact that you can get to like past 60, I want you to count to 69, and then
stop.
That person
marry them immediately.
I was gonna say you can only 69 that person.
Oh,
Wow.
Well, I'm supposed to be the man-ho in this situation.
Well, okay. Look, if there is just because I know I am not a man-ho doesn't mean I can't also just watch someone be a man-ho and laugh at it. Just
role playing.
Yeah, I am just enjoying observing. And it's hilarious. So if there is a person that has gotten... And what I mean is, there is definitely like a person out there that is definitely fucked more than that. Yeah. But at a certain point, I imagine people start to lose count once you crack over 40.
See, I have to actually think.
And you're actually
and
not
I'm
over...
I'm not a huge number.
No.
Like, I had to actively count after 6.
Yes.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
It's more than 6. It's like 6 times 10 now. I fuck. But yeah, I agree. Like, you'll know if I hit 69. Because I'm just going to text you one night at like 2 a.m. and just be like, nice. And that's it.
I'm going to try. I hope I remember that, because all of a sudden you mean nice what?
You're going to forget, and like, you're going to get that text, and you're going to be confused, because we're expecting this to be like 10, 15 years down the line if I never get married. But you're going to get the text. Well,
realistically, like, you'd have to like triple your number. Triple, if not almost triple to quadruple at some point.
At least.
Yeah.
I only got to add like 7 more today.
But like, no, okay, my thing. Yeah, if you actually are actively counting enough that you get to 68 and you're like, oh, I'm at 69, I think you truly need to just, at that point, commit to the bit.
Yeah.
Ask a girl, just be like, hey, the weirdest thing, I just been really craving a good, just a 69. Right? And then you're like, hey, I was just like, hey, how about you just sit on me and I go blah 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 at the top of you, and then when we can call it done, and then I can take you out for a drink.
Yeah,
I'm imagining this person lives in New York, so
that's a really bad New York accent.
Here's the thing: is that after that, once you've done this, they can ask, why did you only want to do that? And you can be like, because you're 69. And then at that point, you also don't care that they are going to be mad about it and pretty upset and are just going to like walk the fuck out. But
you're New York.
Can you imagine? Oh, hold on. Can you imagine if someone heard me say this and then they're like, oh, I'm going to do that. And then number 69 happens to be the person that they're like, I'm the one, and they're like, this is the ultimate test.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I can do this bit, and if they commit to it, they're like, that's kind of funny. But then they're also like,
they know the number now.
You're like, I'm 69?
But also, like, in a healthy relationship, like, you don't really need to count.
No.
Like, your partner, after a certain number, like, you just stop counting, you know? But
no. I guess what I mean is, like, the person that is going to do this...
I get it. But I'm saying, like, if I was number 69, like, I'd have that twinge of like, oh damn, but then I'd also be like, nice. And like if they react that way, fuck yeah.
Well, like, I guess in my mind, I'm just thinking like, yeah, if you've maintained counting relatively after 40, you're kind of doing it for a reason.
Yeah.
Like there is definitely ego involved in your fucking
100%.
Like you are 150% looking to the right at a mirror and staring at yourself full on.
Why do you think I have my bed placed in front of my mirror?
You want to know what? Hey,
I have
hold on.
Pokemon bed sheets too.
Dude, okay, so we got a new bedroom set finally because we adulted, and we did, well, originally we got our, what the fuck did we get? Oh, we got our couch from Gardner White. They sent us the email or the letter thing saying, you know, Labor Day sales, blah, blah, blah. And we were like, you know what? There was a bedroom set. We debated. We got it.
Yeah.
Super cheap. We were like, fuck it. Let's go get it. So we got it. And now, so there's an actual dresser. You might have caught it.
I saw it.
Yes.
And not during the bit, but you showed me it like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. But yeah, so that now...
Sorry, this is going to be loud, but I don't want to forget my backpack, so I'm throwing that out the door.
Fair. So, there's now I have a dresser that has a mirror on it. But it is just positioned so that it is like... unintentionally positioned just so that like it catches like the bottom half of the bed. So unfortunately I can only watch myself fuck.
Melissa doesn't watch this.
No, she doesn't. Or I can only watch her fuck.
That's a good point.
It's pretty great.
That's a good point.
Fucking great.
I was gonna say the condo. That was the first time I ever like looked up and was like, damn, that's a nice mirror.
I'm not gonna lie, I definitely did that once or twice at that condo because I totally forgot that was there for like dude. Okay, I guess back to like the subject of this being 2 years.
We are talking about shit from the past.
Literally 2 years.
Yeah.
We have now had 4 different sets technically.
We had your place.
Yep.
Condo.
Bar set.
Closet set. Yeah. That popped up in my memories. That was a year ago today.
Technically that is 5 sets.
There.
We only did 1 episode.
But it was still there. Safari set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyone watching that little thingy we did,
yeah,
you'll catch the inside of the podcast room.
Yeah, and you'll see how small it is if you rewind a little bit and like pause right when I open the first door.
Yeah. So we went from having
in my house when you were sick, or I was sick, you were sick.
That was a dual episode because that was half here and half at your house.
So we'll call that 0.5.
Yeah. So about 5.5 sets we've had in 2 years.
Yeah. We've done what, two photo shoots?
I think we've done 2 photo shoots.
Yeah, we did the maid shoot, the Christmas shoot.
Yeah,
we've
2
had
photo shoots.
Merch.
Yeah, we've had merch so far. We've had 1 set of merch.
And there's a recurring gag between us that's accidental. Every time one of us wears that shirt, the other one like saw it in their closet in the morning. I was like, I kind of want to wear that shirt, and then we don't. And then
I'm gonna be honest, I actually am gonna wear this shirt to work tomorrow because at work they're doing breast cancer awareness. Every Friday we're supposed to wear pink.
So wear our pink.
I think I'm gonna wear I think this will be the one time I actually am like, fuck it, I'm gonna wear this shirt to work. I can deal with this shirt getting dirty at work once.
When I was quitting the other job, I wore that shirt. And people were like, wow, that's an interesting shirt. I was like, it's my shirt. It's my merch. Go to my podcast on YouTube. Check me out. And they're like, oh, you're telling us about it? And then one guy was like, you're quitting, aren't you? And I was like, yep. Yep. So he was like, you won't even add people on Facebook, but you're telling us to check out your podcast? I was like, yep. Yeah, I'm quitting.
I'm out.
I was like, I put my 2 weeks in today.
Fuck you.
Peace.
Oh, God. Yeah, I drank that way too quick.
We might have to do a transition.
I'm going to be honest. Here's the problem.
It was really hard to get to your basement. If we do a transition to get to your bar...
No. Okay, so, like... Yeah, we're definitely not transitioning again. I just have to stop drinking. The problem I've realized now, as soon as there's just slightly a little bit of that water dilution...
You want to finish it? Yeah.
It's like adding the sugar.
Yeah.
That's why I only did the half amount, because I thought, you know what? That light amount will be just enough to cut any of the burn. It'll be just really great sipping. And the water did enough. And now it's just fucking pure flavor.
Yeah.
It is.
It's really fucking good now, man.
I almost think next time I do it, Eagle Rare Old Fashioned, I don't know. I literally might do a bar spoon of sugar and just do the dilution. Because at this point, it is... Oh, drippy drip.
I peed my pants.
But, like, it is...
Dude, I was terrified of that today. I didn't
your
pee
pants?
before
Yeah.
leaving work. It's a 53-minute drive to your house, and the whole time I was like...
Dude, I gotta give it to you. That's hard. Because, like...
I mean, I was.
I'm trying to...
My tears.
Oh, God. See, here's the thing, too, is, like, every day I have a 40-minute drive home.
Yeah.
So, I do have to consider, like, do I stop at the bathroom really quick?
I usually do before I leave, but for some reason, every time I'm coming here, which is further than my house,
Yes.
I'm just like, all right, I'm out. I get to my car, I go.
Yeah.
I 100% clock out at the clock out machine, not my car, and then I go. That's a bit for a guy who just got in trouble for that today. I actually used the clock out machine.
That's funny.
Yeah. He would go to his car and then he would wait until like 3:30, 4 o'clock and then clock out.
Today, I had the main shareholders of my company and the CEO there. About 100, and I snapped you.
Yeah, I saw. I told you to fart on him.
About 100 feet, 150 feet to the right of me. I so badly wanted to just kind of like walk up and say some random stuff. But I'm being a responsible adult, and I'm now talking to a financial advisor. Well, not advisor, financial planner.
Yes.
And I shouldn't lose my job.
Yeah, that would not be very good planning.
I have to keep this house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because here's the thing. If it was just me,
Yeah.
I could lose my job.
Honestly, I was thinking about that the other day. Not that I'm like upset at work, but like I have 6 cats. So I was like, I can't lose my house. Like if it was just me and I lose my house, fuck it, I got a car.
Yeah.
I'll sleep in the car.
Make it.
But like I can't have 6 cats in a car.
Worst case, you lose your house, you move into in your other room.
Yeah, I'd move back.
Yeah. But
and then we would lose our house.
Yeah. No, legit. That's like I literally only have a singular plan if shit goes south for whatever godforsaken reason that like this relationship dies. I'm only going to buy a house or whatever double trailer, whatever the fuck, so I don't have a mortgage.
Yeah. Well, we were looking into that a few years ago. 2 years ago when we started this.
Yeah, 2.5 years ago, the other half year before we started this, I had a friend who I will just say has enough money that he was willing to basically pay for me to pay the down payment or the mortgage on whatever place I moved into, and then do a loan contract to buy out the rest of my old place. Mm-hmm. And because at the time
I remember that. Yeah, that was the cult.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That was the cult. So we were going to do that, and then I was going to basically sell my place, buy a brand new, decent, double wide trailer.
Yeah.
Outright, so I'd have no mortgage anymore.
Yeah, because we were like, yeah, fuck yeah, we could do that. Both of us together, pay the fucking $15,000 for the down payment, and then the fucking everything else off.
No. This scenario, you wouldn't have done that. It would have just been bought the fuck outright from the get-go.
Yeah. Sure,
and I would have just been like, cool, like, we just now have this. And I would have had no mortgage, and I would have not given a fuck about work. And the reason I was doing it was because I was in a band, and I wanted to make sure I'd be able to tour and not have to worry about losing my job.
Yeah.
So, it was going to be, prime.
Like, I would have kept my job to be, like, utilities, everything else, food. Like,
well, here's the thing. I would have been able to afford that.
Oh, I know you would have.
Yeah.
I would have been the safety net.
Yeah.
But I still would have also, like, gone on tour with you guys because I was the merch guy.
Oh, 100%, yeah. No, that was the whole thing, is it was going to be like, cool. We now have a space that, like, worst case, like, I can just get a job that's somewhere basic, and I don't have a mortgage, or not even a mortgage. The taxes on even my house now, I could afford working at McDonald's.
Oh, we would work at Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Delivery driver, you get like $25-30 an hour on a good day.
Yeah.
Which is more than I make right now. I mean, no, it's not. I make a lot of money. These pants are Gucci. I have 2 phones.
One's work. But
this belt is a Nike golf belt. No, it's not. This belt is a Perry Ellis from Walmart.
I'm actually really mad at myself because I finished. I'm
telling you, we can go get another one. We can do a transition, buddy. It's our 2 years. Do you remember when we did transitions all the time, and I would go pee during transitions instead of when we were filming, and you didn't have to talk to the audience by yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Do you remember when we would get another drink during transitions? Do you remember when I lived here and I could actually actively drink with you and smoke with you? I mean, you smoked and I drank.
You know what? Let's do one singular pause here, and I'm just gonna go smoke.
I got a decent amount left.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go smoke.
I kind of want another one. That's what I was saying. We'll do a transition to get another one.
Oh well, we'll make a different old fashioned.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have to use the Eagle Rare again. We could use the stuff I came back from Wisconsin with. No, we should save that because it's not sold here.
Yeah. Also, it's only 35%. Not even.
I mean, yeah. Remember when I was saying remember when we lived together and I could just drink with you and not have to go home because my home was literally right there? No, it turned into right there, and now it's
way that way. Yeah.
But cheers. I don't want to chug
this.
I'll sip on it. We'll do a transition. We'll get you smoke. We'll get you drink, whatever you want. And then we can talk about how many times I've moved in the last 2 years so you guys can realize that my total amount of movements isn't that big.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the noise? We used to do it between every transition. Do you remember what you used to say?
No.
No.
What did I say? Well, hold on. Oh. Transition.
There we go.
Yeah. Cheers, bud, to our second drink on our 2-year anniversary.
Yeah. Is this going to be a tradition now?
2
drinks? Where we have to have a drink every single year for it? Year 10's going to suck.
Look. I'm not against it. Also, you might have to sit here because I also just realized I made another double.
Sorry, I got to catch up on the group chats. I got to hop on Bumble to find Mrs. 69.
But no, this is I wouldn't be against doing a drink for each year.
Yeah, even if we don't like.
Oops.
I saw the black screen.
Yeah.
I was like, did it die?
No, my ass just accidentally.
That's fine.
Had the buttons in the wrong spot.
Even if nobody watches, like, I still feel like we're gonna just keep doing this. Like,
well, look, man. I mean, we are 2 years into this.
Yeah.
And if we're realistic about our numbers,
they're not looking
good.
so hot.
We have. We have, for whatever reason, we are still consistently have some random guy, someone from California.
Yeah.
Which is fucking cool as shit. Thank you.
Actually, speaking of.
They're audio too, so they're not even video.
They're not
I'm
even
like looking at my camera like I'm
Dude,
saying thanks.
The audio.
Yeah. Yeah. We did an entire bit in this thing. And the audio listeners have no fucking clue.
They're gonna have like 1.5 minutes of just doors opening and closing.
Hi.
Just me going, oh dude, I'll go get him, don't worry. And then just smack, 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 smack. Puppy, smack, smack, smack.
And they won't even know the puppy because you just pet her.
Yeah, I didn't even say anything.
You didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you are an audio listener, this is...
We're halfway through the episode. We're telling you about it now.
If you're an audio listener and you've made it to this point, this is like one of the few times I will actually say, like...
I mean... Watch the first portion on YouTube.
Yeah.
We will probably clip it down and post it. Because,
yeah.
It's a fun little bit, you know. But like, yeah, California, an audio listener. Here's the wild thing that I discovered. Rhett and Link of Good Mythical Morning have started like a creator outreach thing. It's kind of like, it's like what Machinima was before it became corporate.
Gotcha.
Like, you know, they helped Smosh, like bought them back out to where like they are Smosh again. They're not under Machinima or whoever they were under. Pause.
Hey.
Brandon's on the phone talking to his fiance. I can hear what she's saying. She's like, damn dude, when I get home tonight, we gonna fucking 44, not 69, 44. That's what we gonna do. He's gonna clip all this out. I know he is. I'm gonna get on my phone now.
Stop.
I know, I'm sorry.
Sorry, what'd you say? I couldn't hear you over 80. Yeah, we're still recording, sorry. 270, okay. Oh, okay. I love you. We're almost done. Yeah, bye. She was like, oh shit, you're still recording? I think she's...
I wanted to leave the bit in just...
Honestly, we can fucking leave it in.
Just because I knew you were going to get pissed at me eventually, which was when I was going to stop. But like, I was like, I'm going to just whisper some stuff.
I'm like, just like tipsy to drunk enough that like... I cannot concentrate on the two different voices, especially when...
I literally honestly, was about to stop and get on my phone, but like the stuff I was saying, I was like, please don't cut this out. Please don't cut this out. This is fucking funny.
The main part of it was that like she's not talking into her phone. She's talking through her car.
Yeah.
So it's also like hers is also like muddled. And I was like, and she's talking about her car. She's trying to trade in her car.
Yeah.
But
my mom does this. Whenever I call my mom, she'll answer. And it's always like, hey baby, what's up? And I'm like, hey mom, just driving home, you know, like, sorry if it's a little muffled. And she's like, oh, no worries, I'm just doing some stuff around the house. And I'm like, oh, I can call you back if you're busy. And she's like, no, I'm not busy. Like, the fucking phone is way over here. She's like, I'm just out in the garden. And I can hear the fucking door open because the door's broken and I gotta go over there and fix it. Jeez. But her phone is literally in the kitchen on speaker, not even Bluetooth, on speaker. And I know you have a Bluetooth headset, Mom.
Mom.
I know, because Dad is one of those cool middle-aged black men that always has the fucking old school Bluetooth in there. I'll buy you skull candies.
Mom.
I'll do it. Half the time I talk to you, I'm not trying to be that disrespectful son that's going, yeah, but I can't.
What are you doing?
I can't fucking hear you, Mom. Anyways, my mom was one of our first subscribers. Happy 2 years, Mom.
Happy 2 years.
But I the bit I was doing was like, I knew it would fuck with you a little.
I was like, God damn it. It was just like, ugh.
You could do it to me.
And to be honest, also, I could hear the fan too. Mm-hmm. So realistically, it's 3 audios.
Dude, I'm telling you, you have ADHD/autism.
No! Ah! No!
That's statistically impossible.
I'm so sorry to the audio listeners. I have to remember to throw a limiter on this episode. We just rolled double ones.
We've done that before.
We have, but
there was a bit where we rolled 2 ones in one episode, another one on the next episode, and then one episode we rolled 3 ones in one.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
When was that?
I did the thumbnail, remember? We had 3 nat ones.
Oh, fuck, you're right. That one episode was a triple one.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
My Pathfinder character died on Monday.
Huh?
Actually, well, this episode will come out a couple weeks after that, so I hope we figured out if I have a new character or if I'm just out of the campaign.
Oh, yeah,
now.
we're actually filming in advance again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're finally catching up again because life is not chaos. Well,
it's a little
kinda.
chaos. But it's bearable chaos.
Well, to be fair, again, as of recording this, as of last week's episode, that Friday I will have left for Vermont, and when this episode drops, I will be in Vermont.
Yeah, this upcoming Saturday, so the Saturday before the last episode, I will be doing a suicide awareness walk. I don't know what it entails, but I get a t-shirt. And I don't have to run. I get to walk. I should have talked about it before, that way you guys could donate money, but I didn't know.
I guess the joke is, to me, is that, like, the joke is, like, don't rush things.
Take it slow.
Take your time. Think about it. Okay, hold on. We're deep in. Whatever.
We're deep enough in, yeah.
We're deep enough in.
Should we talk about what's happened to me in the last 2 years? Speaking of suicide.
Oh, I was going to say, speaking of suicide, I was going to, like, no, never mind.
You guys only see what we want you to see.
No, there was at one point in my life where I was kind of like suicidal because I was just like an idiot and dumb and ashamed and just such a, you do something dumb in your life and you're like, fuck it, I'm an idiot, and you get sad about wasting time, whatever, things like that, and you get, dark things to come up.
Yeah. Believe me, I know. Not about yours, but believe me, I know.
But at one point in my life, I did have a point of contemplating suicide. This was before I met you. This would have been probably a year-ish and a half before I met you.
I'm laughing because of something that popped in my head, not about you being like, yeah, I wanted to die and then I met you and now I'm okay.
Well,
there's something else in my head. It's a slight joke, but also not a slight joke. Yes. If we're getting serious, there's been 3 times I've contemplated it.
Oh no, tell me the joke.
Well, the joke is part of it. There's been 3 times I've contemplated it. The first time I was in high school, and you've seen my migraines like once or twice. They get really bad. Yeah. The pain is so bad. I don't count these for like suicidal thoughts, but it's like the pain is so bad that like I've literally had multiple times during a migraine where I'm like, if I blow my brains out, like no more pain. Yeah. No, like, that's kind of slightly different. And YouTube, this is a serious medical condition. It's not like a crazy thing. You don't have to demonetize us. He gets a lot of migraines. They're really bad and really painful. Yeah. So like there's been multiple times where I'm like, if I die, I'm cool with it. Yeah. Just because it hurts so bad. But because of those migraines in high school, I saw a neurologist and psychiatrist and all sorts of shit. And one of them prescribed me an antidepressant. Wellbutrin, I think.
Makes sense.
I have some friends that are on it now, but they're adults.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, your hormones are out of whack, your body's out of whack. Like,
yeah.
I was one of those few people that the rare side effect of suicidal tendencies and mood swings and shit hit me hard. Like, I jumped over a fence. I got stuck, fell. I think I talked about this on the podcast, but I jumped over the fence, got stuck, fell, smacked the shit out of my ass and my back, and I was sitting there laughing. My mom's in the car. She's laughing too because your son just fell trying to do something cool. You're going to fucking laugh at him.
Okay.
I get up and see her laughing. I'm instantly pissed off. That medicine made me suicidal. Second time, episode 2 of the podcast. Before episode 2 because we filmed in advance. That mental breakdown I had with grandma passing away and everything. Like, that was the second time.
Yeah, that's
and
well.
The joke
to be fair, at the time that your grandma passed away, going on. Well, anyone that was listening from day one will know, the relationship you were in
was going sour.
It was going sour. It was noticeably to me starting to reach the end point.
Yeah.
And then that kind of happened and definitely gave it a bit of a delay.
Yeah, there shouldn't have been a delay, and I do appreciate her for all that she did during that time.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It to be honest, to me, it really wasn't a matter of like one. It's not a matter of one person being like bad or the other. It was just wasn't working out, and you guys had to separate.
Yeah, but it was like there was so much shit, so it was like. I literally was boiling potatoes and I burned them. How the fuck do you burn potatoes? And that was like my breaking point.
Wait.
Yeah. I was drunk boiling potatoes.
Okay.
And that was like the start of the depression. It lasted for a while.
Hold on, though. To burn boiling potatoes, you have to boil all of the water away. Mm-hmm. That takes like an hour. What the fuck were you doing?
I was on second shift. Remember, I was getting off at like midnight and I was getting home at like 1 o'clock.
Oh, so you fell asleep?
No. I was very drunk. Like belligerently drunk.
Okay.
Yeah. But the joke is, I said there's been 3 times. And I told you 2.
Which one was the third? Because the other 2. Because the problem is the second one that you have mentioned existed in the time frame that we have been friends.
Did the third one? Who knows?
Which was the third?
No, the third one did exist. It was I moved out of here and I was in the apartment and I was like alone. So that shame of being alone and blah, blah, blah. And then I got cats. But the third one was nowhere near as bad as the first 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would say the third one was like on the cusp. It was like very bad depression because I like wasn't going to therapy and shit. Like letting everything build up. I would say the one
thing that offset it is in the weirdest way, because anyone that's listening kind of can probably get a picture of what our lives look like if you've listened.
We should hire a therapist to watch all our shit. We shouldn't. No, we shouldn't.
He has moved
53 times.
And that actually
isn't
a joke.
Not counting small moves.
Well, basically, in my mind, the one thing that keeps you from being suicidal at that moment was the fact that was probably, if I'm correct, that was your first place that was just yours.
It wasn't my first place that was just mine. It was my second place that was just mine.
Okay. but at a point of
second.
like better security.
Yeah.
So
but then shit got weird. Like the other job, I knew layoffs were coming, so I quit there, went back to the job I'm at now. But like I was catching up on bills and blah blah blah, and it was crazy. And then I couldn't afford my bills, and I was like in a spot where I was like, I can't ask anybody for help because I've already asked for so much help.
Yeah.
And then I asked some people for help and got caught up and everything, and we're good. But
well, that's the thing. Is in life, there's a difference between asking for help because you actually need it and asking for help because you fucked up so much in your life that you need the help.
Yeah. Like
there's a difference.
When I finally asked the person that I asked for help, like I was talking to, I'll be honest, I was talking to my mom. I was on a conference call with my mom and my dad. And
if there's one person in your entire life that you can be absolutely open with, and well, in a decently healthy relationship with your parents, if there's one person that you can be absolutely the utmost straight up and fully admitting that you fucked up, it is your parents. You didn't actually fuck up. You just
I've been dealt a very fucking weird deck, is what it is.
You've had a weird deck,
and I help out more people than I should.
Yeah. I mean, you've been dealt a weird deck. So, there's a difference between and as someone that has helped people, and I'm sure everyone else has helped someone at some point.
You're on your camera, but hi.
I'm not going to get into that on this episode.
That's episode 104 plus 52.
Yeah, we're going to need a while.
Yeah.
But as someone that has helped someone, and I'm sure there's a lot of, well, fuck, no one's listening. If at this point,
listening.
if you have,
I swear, if nobody's listening right now and we actually get deep, like legit deep, like the fuck.
You say I can get legit deep. No, if you've never actually like helped someone, you know the person you're helping. You know you are either like the worst example that I can make is that there was a person that I went to high school with, right? And this girl, I will say it's a girl, I used to have a crush on in middle school.
I've been there.
Now, this was probably a solid, 7 to 8 years after we graduated.
High school or middle school?
Actually, I lied. Probably 5 to 6 years after we graduated high school.
Okay.
I had the crush on them in middle school. So there's a giant difference.
I knew you at this point. Oh, I'm getting tea.
No, you didn't.
2015, 2016?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
When did you graduate high school?
2010.
So 5 to 6 years after, I would have known you.
Then it... Oh. Okay, no. I'm fucking up the timeline.
Okay.
The person that I knew left my high school. So there's...
Okay.
They left after freshman year, so there was a 3-year separation type whatever. Mm-hmm. So, but this person that... It was a girl. I used to have a crush on her. I won't get into more details because then it will be obvious who it is.
Yeah. It was me. Dio.
This girl hit me up and was like, hey, can I borrow $20? And at first I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Basically I was like, well, yeah, what's up? And they were like, I need to get diapers for my baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've told me about this one. I remember this. Yeah. I don't know if you told them.
I definitely have not.
Can we? We're 2 years in. I know I'm interrupting your story a lot.
Yeah.
But can we give them a name?
Of the person?
No, not the person. Like the audience. Every good YouTuber has a name for their fan base.
The house?
No. Ooh. Yeah, we're talking to the house.
Yeah, we're talking to the house.
Yeah. I was gonna say our by sons.
Okay. The problem is I don't know which one I like better.
I know, right? When you said the house, I was like, ooh, I like that more than by sons.
But also, no. Okay.
Okay, the house is non-gender. The house is like everybody.
That was the one thing I thought of. Was it bi immediately becomes a sexual thing between liking a male and a female, and
the house is everybody. Our by sons,
yes,
our viewers that live in the house. We are your dads.
It's just Penny.
It's just
Penny. Because there's at this point we don't own a house.
Yeah, well, you own a house.
Well, okay, I own a house. We do not own a house yet.
Yeah, which is going to be ironic because the house that we own together is probably going to be the house that I live at. So, like, when I get married, it's going to be like, let's move into your house. And we'll be like,
Look.
See, that's mine and Brandon's house.
And here's the thing is I will put this on the record, like, on our episode.
We can always edit it.
No. I promise I will not edit this part out because I'm too lazy.
Yeah, me too. I haven't even learned video editing yet.
Long story short, when we do decide to actually buy, like, a house that we become a studio and make your living space,
I want to use my veteran discount for it.
I'm cool
or
with
not
that.
Discount, but the VA loan.
Yeah,
like buy a decent house, make the basement or whatever, like the studio, and then like, I live upstairs.
Well, in my mind, I literally only want what I put down. Like, I don't want interest. I don't want anything else. I literally want if we do that, the only amount I want back if we sell the place is whatever amount I put down. After that, I'm like, no, you make the money on yourself.
The way I see it, because the VA loan is 0% down, 0% interest for certain years. I
would only put it on there just to help your payments.
Yeah, but there is like you have to get like what is it, PMI or whatever. You have to get.
You only get PMI if you do less than 20% down payment.
It's a VA loan,
and
it's 0. It's basically like a what is that, a FCA loan?
FCA is a company
Fiat,
I used to work for. Technically,
it's something like that, but it's like it's similar to that kind of loan for low income families. So you have to get like an insurance type deal with it. So the way I'm seeing it is it's 0% down.
Okay.
If I use the VA loan. There's stipulations for stuff I can do. I'm not going to get into that because I'm not going to do that stuff with the place. But the way I see it is like you won't have to make a down payment. I see it as 75-25. If you do make a down payment, it would be more of like, hey, I'm going to give you X amount for a down payment to where you are X amount of months ahead on the mortgage, where we can film there and like we don't have to worry about your moving cost and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I would basically pay 125% towards the mortgage, but what I would pay is 100% towards the bank,
mortgage, and then
I would pay you 25%. So it would be a 75-25 split until we covered your amount. And then once that was paid off, I kind of see it as you would still be putting in 25% of what the mortgage is. Yeah. I would also be putting in 25% of what the mortgage is.
Fair. As
a rental. But it wouldn't go towards any of my bills. What it would be is you're paying 25, I'm paying 25. After we settle all the other shit, if you do a down payment, if you don't do a down payment, we're putting that in towards the channel.
Yeah, that's fair.
So if my mortgage is $1,400, we're both putting in 25% of that, which is $280 each.
Yeah.
A month. I'm really fucking good at math when I'm drunk.
Right?
We were really bad at math before the transition. But the way I see it is we would both put in 25% is just a random number I threw out.
Yeah.
But we would both put in a certain amount based off of the mortgage to rent the space in the basement or wherever we put it.
Yeah.
I will not use that space. You will not use that space.
We will use
that space.
Yeah.
So, like, if anybody comes over, if I get married and wife moves in or girlfriend moves in or whatever, if I have kids, that space is off limits. If
you get to a point where you are at a point where you can explain to a woman that, like, the basement is rented out for this,
dude, I'm already at a space right now to where whoever I date, you have to be okay with this.
And kind of in a weird way to throw it back towards the end of the episode.
Hell yeah, throw it back.
The fact that at the very...
baby. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to stay for an hour after this.
Yeah, you will. I also just definitely flipped to the wrong fucking camera twice. I wouldn't blink.
I'll help you make dinner, man.
So, in my mind, the fact that, like, 2 years ago, right? Like we said, 2 committed relationships.
Yeah, because I was definitely past a year, and you were what, 2 years? Almost 2 years, because we started this a little
right
before.
after.
Yeah,
no, it would have been right after.
Yeah, because I had just hit my year mark.
Well, technically, we did start it before because we filmed, I think, 4 tester episodes. We did some
testers, yeah.
We did 7 testers.
Yeah.
And we decided the last 3 were good enough to be full episodes. So...
I was going to say we still have footage of that, but it's on the broken hard drive. Oh, no, it might be on the Google Drive.
It might be.
Dude, I gotta look tonight. Not that we're going to use it for anything, but, like, 2 years in, like...
It would be interesting. So, no, we...
Just take the most offensive shit we said in those first few episodes and the awkward pauses. Just clip it together.
Fuckload of silences. No, I mean, that was the thing. Is we did do 7 full episodes to, like, test out, like...
And we weren't good.
No, we were not.
But anyways, I'm sorry. We're okay.
We're okay now.
We're turning it now. I want to say, like...
There's a reason we don't make sure... There's a reason we don't prioritize promoting this podcast.
Yeah, I want to say... I'm throwing a number out. I don't realistically know when this was, but I want to say like 20 episodes ago. What would that be? Like 5 months ago? That's too far.
It would have been 84.
That's too far. I want to say like... Actually, no, 84. That sounds 84. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right around then, I like... started to get in the mindset of when we started, where we were like, we're really busy. Like, at the time, you had a girlfriend, and I had a girlfriend. We wanted to hang out.
Wait, no.
I didn't have a girlfriend at 84.
I'm gonna say it.
No, I'm talking about at the start.
Oh no, yeah, at the. No, wait. Definitely at the start, you had one in.
84 was 5 months ago. It's October.
I'm gonna go back.
June. I was talking to somebody in June. I really liked her. Depression episode number 4. But no, what I was getting at was right around then, like, we started to get in the groove of, like, this is me and you hanging out again. Like, we had a stint there where we were, like, we were really focused on promoting, trying to figure out the algorithm.
Yeah.
Like, well, what do we post to TikTok? And, like, we lost the... I don't want to call it magic because it's not really magic. We lost the idea. Because when we first started, it was literally like... all of our friends want us to start a YouTube channel because we're funny.
Yeah.
But it was like... we were too busy. You had a girlfriend, I had a girlfriend. Like, we didn't hang out as much. Like, there was like a solid 2 months where we didn't see each other before we started this.
I mean, essentially what ended up literally coming down to it was we were we were talking about actually starting it, and then COVID happened.
Yes.
And we were like, you know what? We need. Let's make this an excuse to hang out at least
once a week.
At least once a week.
And now, I say and now.
Yeah.
But we've had ideas for other stuff we can do that we really want to do, and even despite the low viewer count,
we tried.
Not even just we tried. Bless you. Cough. Okay. Fuck you. That's what you say when they cough, right? But even despite the low viewer count, like getting back into that mindset of like it's just me and you hanging out, which I know Melissa has noticed now too. Like we're a lot less stressed. Like when I come over to hang out, like we're actually hanging out again. We're not focusing on should we do this? Should we do that?
I'm gonna be honest. I think almost for me, 90% of that was
that
this fucking switcher. Like and you might have noticed video listeners
do the thing. Wait, do it better. I wasn't looking. I was looking at the camera. Yeah.
But
I know you were getting stressed.
Once we added the 3 cameras, I was like, oh yeah, it'll be really, really, really cool. And that truly did add a solid 7 to 8 hours of work to my week. And it became like, okay, this was starting to stress me out. And we have made it to a point where I have definitely like calmed down from having to deal with editing this episode or all the episodes. And now we're like, okay, let's, as you've seen in this episode,
let's just fucking hang out. Yeah.
Let's hang out.
We had a moment before we recorded.
Well, I was going to say, we start adding in.
We add dumb stuff in, but it's literally, it's like, it's less of like, oh, this will be good for the algorithm, or this will be funny to people, and it's more like
100%.
This is some shit that will make me and you laugh in like 5 to 10 years, you know.
There is, I mean, to be honest, there's probably a lot of jokes in these episodes that we incorporated just for us. But guess what? We're not going to go back and listen to every single episode.
No, I will in a few years just to reminisce.
You're not wrong.
You know,
I mean, kind of like we, in the weirdest way, we've jokingly said in the past that we're kind of doing this, one, for us, but also if we ever have kids.
Yes.
And as someone that, since we have figured out in past episodes, you didn't lose your dad.
Yeah. What up, LT Gray? I know to not say your real name because Brandon censors it every time. But any viewer that watches closely, I have talked about becoming Hispanic and not knowing I was Hispanic, which means real dad's probably Hispanic, but very whitewashed.
I would say my favorite thing is his name is not nearly Hispanic at all.
It's not. His last name is.
Oh, well.
Yeah. It's got that E.
I don't remember it, so I'm going to ignore it.
Yeah. I'll tell you after. I almost said his full last name. I was like, well, his last name does is. No, but we're very whitewashed.
Yeah.
But, sorry, LT Gray. Spanish for something.
Dude, we found your dad.
Under a year. We found my dad during this.
During this podcast, we literally discovered your father.
Honestly, I want to... I'm getting serious.
Okay, hold on. I bought that test while we were doing this podcast.
I know. I saw you with your phone. Like, I know that you bought that for me. I knew you bought it for me.
I literally told Melissa because I was like, look, he doesn't know who his father is.
Yeah, but we didn't buy it to find him.
As someone that, okay, like, I'll get into this too as myself.
This is the deep episode.
This is the deep episode.
I did not know it was going to be the deep episode.
This is the deep episode. As someone that, like, so a year and a half ago, essentially, when we bought you that test 2 years ago.
It was
about
December.
2 years ago.
December 2020?
So it would have been 2 years ago.
Yeah, because...
or a year and a half ago. No, 2 years ago.
It was December 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we bought you that...
I just moved into your place.
I want to say we bought you that test, like, July.
Yeah. I think it was before we started recording.
It would have been...
No, it was...
It was right before.
Right before we started recording, but I knew you guys had bought it for me because we were doing tester episodes. And I got a little deep about it. It was before we had painted. I got a little deep about it while we were recording. And I was like, yeah, this is a tester episode. And you were like, yeah, it is. And then, like...
Yeah.
Right... It was before Christmas. I want to say it was right when I moved into your house.
Okay.
I was talking to my parents, and they were like, "We don't know what to get you for Christmas." And I was like, "I don't know. Like, I'm cool with whatever, anything."
Yeah.
And then I heard my dad in the background. He was like, "Oh, let's get him a DNA test. You know, like so he can figure out his medical." And I was like, I was on the phone with them, and I was looking at you guys, and I was like, I don't know.
That's a lot.
And then, like, I talked to you guys after. The reason I said I don't know was because I was like, I think Brandon and Melissa bought me one of those. I don't know why I think that, but I think they did. And then I mentioned it to you guys, and you're like, call your parents back.
Yeah, we had already bought one. Yeah, no, it was... To me, it was one of those things where, like, I kind of thought about the fact that, like, I lost my father early.
Yeah.
And at that time, I had no connection to his side of the family.
Yeah.
So I had no idea of his medical stuff. And I was like, you know what? I can actually give Edie that opportunity to figure out the medical side and at the very least try that. So we did do that. And then since then,
yeah,
this is definitely not, we're at the end of the episode. My dad's mother passed away this year. So I, for the first time in roughly 20 years, I made contact with my father's side of the family. And by that, I mean they contacted me to tell me that she was dead. And
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be honest. Okay, look.
I'm sorry.
Anyone listening?
The way you said it was like, they contacted me because she's dead.
Yes. Well, there definitely wasn't another fucking reason they contacted us.
Yeah.
So, look, again, I'm 2 doubles in. So, no, basically they hit me up and, like, my grandma had her son, my dad, in the will, and because he's been passed away and she hasn't redone her will, it goes to next of kin. So it got split up between me and my brother. So they had hit us up and be like, hey, this happened, blah blah blah. So we'll see what evolves from there. I have had the opportunity to actually ask, what are the markers of things that I need to look out for in the future for us? But at that time, you hadn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? This is something I can give her the opportunity for.
Give her?
Sorry.
Give her? I have a dick. I've been with 62 women.
Look,
we made this joke earlier.
No one here heard it, but we heard Penny get excited because my fiance came home and I thought about her vagina.
No, what was even more wild, you thought about sex. I heard her, like, whine, which I'm sure some people can hear that picking up. I know it does.
At this point, yeah.
I heard her whine, and I thought it was Bird and Milkshake, my 2 cats fighting, and I was like, huh. And, like, I went full dad mode and was ready to, like, get up out of the chair.
Just fucking
and,
full
like,
pounce out of here.
Like, you didn't have the camera on me, I don't think, but literally, like, I was looking at you, like, yeah. Like,
I kind of noticed it.
But sorry, yeah. The dad stuff was very important. Finding the medical stuff, like you were saying.
Yeah. So no, I was just like, you know what? At the very least, let's let him know what his medical history is, And then 7 months later,
it was Halloween.
9 months later.
It was
prior and
7.
Halloween. Yeah, it was 7 and then slowly.
I waited until like the last minute to
respond.
Do it. No, I waited until the last minute to do the DNA test because I was terrified.
That's
realistically.
That's fair.
Yeah, I was like,
that's fair.
I was like, what if we find him? I didn't expect it to be within the year.
No, me either.
Like at all. Like,
I mean, we didn't think about that.
I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but we've been very deep this episode.
I mean, to be fair, like, I definitely did not expect that someone else in your specific family would do a 23andMe and it would match up.
What's wild is she didn't know her dad.
No.
So she was like, she did it for the same reasons and then found her dad and then matched with me and was like,
I found a cousin.
She was like, I think your
nephew.
Your dad's related to my dad somehow. And then like he like called me on Halloween. Like that day, I will not lie. I was literally I came home from work and full on I parked in my usual parking spot on the street. I was fucking bawling my eyes out, dude. Cause like I got home and I opened my message and was like, who the fuck is this? And then I was like, oh shit, that dude looks like me. And was fucking just bawling out there.
Yeah, I remember you coming in and just being like, so...
I tried to wait long enough outside to where like my eyes weren't red and puffy, and then I came in and was like, hey, so I know I'm supposed to pass out candy with you, but
I found my dad.
I found my dad. And you were like, you were just, I think you were making dinner or something, and you were like,
probably.
What?
Yeah.
I showed you the picture and was like, I'm gonna go take a piss. And I went to the bathroom and was like, you have to be strong for the children because it's Halloween.
And then you talked to your dad.
Yeah.
No, it was this 2 years has been
fucking
pretty
wild,
fucking
dude.
Crazy. You've changed jobs.
Twice.
You've changed houses
4
times.
Wait. No, park your house.
3.
Condo here. No. I was
yeah. 3 or 4.
Well, technically I just moved into Oak Park.
Your apartment.
Yeah.
No. You've been there for
I
you
moved
had
in there in
just
March.
moved in. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
we
it's been like
started
6 months.
we started like August. So it was I had just moved into that place, so I'll count it as a half.
Yeah.
So here, mine 4.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why when I say I've moved 53 times and you guys are like, what? That's wild. There's no way you're 30. Fuck
4.5.
you. 4.5 in 2 years.
4.5 in the entire time we filmed
And
this
that is like
podcast.
my lowest amount.
Yeah. Well,
You only have water in there. I only have water too. Let's drink water and hydrate.
thank you guys so much. We love you guys.
I usually make a joke at this point. The like, comment, subscribe, and something. What should I say this time?
Honestly, I'm literally just going to say thank you. It's 2 years in. If you are this far into the episode, you actually give a fuck about us as people, and I, 1, I am baffled, but 2, thank you. Like,
yeah. I'm also going to say thank you, but I'm also going to say like, comment, subscribe, and not the weird shit. I'm not going to say have sex this weekend, but also do that.
if you can.
If you can. But I'm going to say like, comment, subscribe, and talk to your friends about the shit that's weird. Like, we got very deep this episode about, like, important shit. Suicide, depression, dads.
Yeah.
Talk to them.
Yeah. Tell your mother, your father, you love them.
Yeah.
The whole thing. And, but seriously,
tell your
like,
best friend you love them, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you,
Love
buddy.
you, bud.
Damn, you beat me.
Hey, well, to be fair, you said it. Well, I know. As soon as you said it, I was like, I'm going to beat him to it.
I looked at you and I was like, tell your best friend you love him. And I saw you like swallowing and you were like, I love you. And I was like, fuck. I'm supposed to be first.
But no, seriously, thank you guys. Like, it is,
it's honestly wild. Like, I know we said our numbers were low, but it is, It's wild to have more than 100 subscribers.
Literally the fact that our numbers are higher than 2 people, which is me and you looking at it.
And I don't watch it anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Like, it's the fact that we are this far in and there is still anyone that gives any sort of a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, it is cool. We love you. We appreciate you so much. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Have a good fucking week. Have a good month. Have a good year.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Have the year that the Friends theme song was talking about.
Yeah.
But for you.
I'm sorry, I knew that would get you. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends you fucking love them. Also, clap some cheeks this weekend, my guy.
Clap 'em. We love you guys.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.